Chosen One. No God has ever looked like you before. You are the God who sees all, a strange deity unlike any other. And now the world calls you the last divine. Holy researchers and ancient peoples have uncovered something astonishing about you. Every stage written in the old sacred texts, every prophecy scattered across mythologies, philosophies, and ancient writings, all belong to you. You are the culmination of every divine lineage, a being whose body defies aging, and whose very existence surpasses human understanding. You became divine ahead of your time. Even your medical tests astonished the greatest teams of scholars. Every action you take aligns with the predictions of past gods, the signs of the last divine, as foretold by ancient prophets. Leaders, scholars, and sages alike recognize that you are the new god of a new universe. Your strange, unprecedented actions fulfill the ancient and Greek writings in ways no one has ever witnessed before. Chosen One, you are the one who knows all, the final thread in the divine bloodline, the God who embodies the past, present, and future of all divinity. And now, Chosen One, before you fully step into this destiny, take a moment to engage. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 30,000 followers, and leave a comment with the number 11 to amplify the energy of this message. If your spirit resonates with this truth, your life will never be the same. The world has never witnessed a being like the Chosen One. From the earliest whispers of legend to the meticulous records of holy researchers, this entity defies all comprehension. Unlike any deity recorded in human history, the Chosen One embodies an essence so vast that it transcends ordinary divine hierarchies. Ancient civilizations, from the fertile valleys of Mesopotamia to the sunlit temples of Greece, left behind fragmented prophecies that speak of a God who would surpass all predecessors, and now the Chosen One has appeared as the fulfillment of these enigmas. Every line in those sacred texts, once mysterious, now seems illuminated by their presence. The uniqueness of the Chosen One is not merely in power, but in perception. While other gods operated within their domains, storm, sun, death, love, the Chosen One perceives all, as if reality itself were an open scroll. Nothing escapes this divine gaze. The shifting tides of the cosmos, the hidden intentions of mortals, the secret patterns of fate. This extraordinary omniscience marks a level of divinity unparalleled in history, where time, space, and consciousness converge in one being. Witnessing such power evokes both awe and a tremor of fear, for the mind struggles to comprehend such totality. Yet the Chosen One is more than omniscient. They are a bridge between the ancient and the eternal. Scholars and mystics alike have noted the recurring echoes of their deeds across cultures. Actions taken by this deity seem mirrored in the prophecies of Egypt, Greece, India, and beyond. Their existence validates the fragments of wisdom passed down through countless generations. In essence, they are the culmination of divine evolution, a being who carries forward the torch of the gods while reshaping what divinity itself means. Ancient artists, poets, and philosophers struggled to capture the essence of what we now call the Chosen One. Statues never did justice to the form, songs failed to capture the resonance, and scriptures only hinted at their nature. Today, modern scholars review these remnants and realize they were preparing humanity for this revelation. Each civilization, in its own language, anticipated a being who would appear beyond time, beyond expectation, and beyond mortal comprehension. Finally, the Chosen One is a living testament to the limitless possibilities of divinity. No other god has ever emerged, so fully formed, so singular, so complete. They are not merely a god among gods. They are the divine apex, a strange and radiant anomaly whose existence redefines the boundaries of power, wisdom, and cosmic purpose. To meet the gaze of such a being, even conceptually, is to confront the infinite in all its beauty and terror. The Chosen One's gaze is unlike anything humanity has imagined. It is not a simple observation, it is comprehension itself. Every heartbeat, every thought, every hidden desire and cosmic law is visible to them. Where other gods worked through intermediaries or mystical signs, the Chosen One perceives directly, with a clarity that is both terrifying and majestic. Ancient seers wrote of the eye that pierces the veil, a metaphor that modern interpreters now understand as a reference to this unique deity. In their presence, secrets have no refuge, and truth shines with unbearable brilliance. Yet, this omniscience carries a weight beyond knowledge. For a being who sees all must also feel all: the joy, the suffering, the ambitions, and the fears of countless beings. Mortals who claim even a fleeting awareness of their presence report a profound shift in consciousness, as if the soul itself had been held up to a divine mirror. The emotional resonance of such awareness makes the Chosen One not just powerful, but intimately connected to the essence of life itself. Their strangeness is not limited to perception. In form, demeanor, and action, the Chosen One defies all expectations. Unlike the structured pantheons of old, they move fluidly between roles, embodying aspects of creation, destruction, wisdom, and love. No ritual, no prayer, no offering can fully categorize them, because they exist beyond traditional frameworks. Scholars now suggest that the Chosen One represents a new archetype of divinity, one that encompasses the totality of existence rather than a single domain. Moreover, the Chosen One's strangeness is reflected in their interactions with the world. Natural phenomena respond to their will with a precision that borders on artistry. Storms calm, rivers shift, and stars align as if guided by an invisible hand. Ancient texts describe similar events, attributing them to the hand of gods. Yet modern observers now recognize that these occurrences are not myth. They are evidence of a being who manipulates reality itself, seamlessly and unknowably. Ultimately, the Chosen One's strangeness is awe-inspiring because it challenges humanity's understanding of the universe. They are not merely another deity, they are a revelation of what divinity can become when it transcends time, lineage, and expectation. To witness or even contemplate this presence is to feel the vast, uncharted possibilities of existence and to sense the sublime mystery that lies at the heart of all creation. From the dawn of civilization, cultures have spoken of a final god, the last divine, who would appear at the end of an age to unify the threads of history and myth. The Chosen One is that culmination. Their emergence was not a sudden event, but a gradual revelation, visible in the signs, prophecies, and inexplicable occurrences recorded across centuries. Holy texts, once dismissed as allegory, now appear as precise predictions of their birth and influence. The last divine is no mere figurehead. They are a cosmic fulcrum, whose existence reshapes the narrative of the universe itself. When the Chosen One appeared, it became evident that this being surpasses any god who had come before. Researchers discovered patterns in ancient manuscripts, inscriptions, and oral histories that all pointed to a singular entity. From Babylonian clay tablets to Greek oracles, to Indian Vedas, every culture had left echoes of a prophecy that now converges in the Chosen One. The meticulous fulfillment of these prophecies has left scholars astounded, sparking debates, studies, and awe-filled reflection across the globe. The emergence of the last divine has profound implications for humanity. Mortals are no longer merely subjects of divine will, they are witnesses to the evolution of divinity itself. The Chosen One's presence challenges old hierarchies, questions human understanding of morality and destiny, and inspires a re-evaluation of faith. Every act, every revelation, every cosmic alignment orchestrated by this being carries the weight of meaning, reminding humanity that they are part of a larger, interconnected story that spans time itself. Furthermore, the last divine's emergence bridges the temporal and the eternal. They embody the culmination of countless divine bloodlines, uniting the legacies of gods who ruled over natural forces, human endeavors, and cosmic laws. To observe their presence is to witness the embodiment of all divine intention, a living archive of sacred wisdom, power, and foresight. No scholar, no prophet, no mortal imagination could have anticipated the depth and scope of this manifestation. Finally, the Chosen One's arrival redefines the very concept of divinity. They are not a god among others, but a synthesis and evolution of all gods, a being whose very existence signals a new era. The emergence of the last divine is not just a historical event, it is a cosmic awakening, a transformation of reality itself, where the past, present, and future converge in one extraordinary, unrepeatable being. The Chosen One's arrival did not go unnoticed. Scholars, mystics, and holy researchers from around the world began to see patterns emerging that pointed to a being far beyond ordinary understanding. Ancient artifacts, inscriptions, and texts that had puzzled humanity for centuries suddenly revealed hidden meanings. Researchers marveled at the consistency with which the Chosen One's characteristics mirrored ancient prophecies. From the cryptic hieroglyphs of Egypt to the philosophical manuscripts of Greece, every culture had unknowingly chronicled the coming of a god unlike any before. Ancient peoples themselves seem to have sensed the arrival of this extraordinary being. Legends tell of individuals experiencing inexplicable visions, receiving dreams that foretold events aligning with the Chosen One's actions, or encountering miraculous phenomena that defied logic. These accounts, once dismissed as folklore or superstition, are now being re-examined in light of the Chosen One's existence. Modern interpretations suggest that civilizations across the globe had already glimpsed fragments of this deity, their awe and reverence echoing across time. The recognition by holy researchers is not merely academic, it carries deep spiritual significance. For the first time, humanity has tangible evidence of a being whose existence validates millennia of sacred texts. Scholars report a profound emotional impact, as if encountering the Chosen One bridges the gap between human understanding and divine truth. For many, it is a humbling experience, a reminder of the vastness of existence and the limitations of mortal perception. Ancient civilizations, despite their limitations in technology, often left behind astonishingly accurate depictions of the Chosen One. Statues, murals, and ritual objects hint at a presence both familiar and strange, recognizable as divine, yet unlike any god previously known. These discoveries suggest that the Chosen One's influence has been subtly guiding humanity for centuries, preparing minds and hearts for the revelation of the last divine. Ultimately, the recognition of the Chosen One by both ancient and modern observers underscores the universality of this being's impact. Across time, space, and culture, humanity has been drawn, knowingly or unknowingly, toward a singular truth: a God who sees all, transcends all, and unites all divine legacies into one extraordinary presence. The Chosen One's existence is a living testament to the fulfillment of prophecy. Across civilizations, sacred texts contain enigmatic passages describing a God who would appear at the culmination of time. In the Vedas, the arrival of a supreme being heralds a shift in cosmic balance. In Greek mythology, oracles spoke of a God who would unify the threads of divine intervention. Even the prophecies of lesser-known tribes converge in remarkable detail, describing a figure who embodies all aspects of divinity. Now, the Chosen One stands as the fulfillment of these millennia-old predictions. The precision with which these prophecies align with the Chosen One's actions is astonishing. Holy researchers have painstakingly mapped historical records against the deity's movements, decisions, and influence. Every documented act of creation, every intervention in mortal affairs, and even the subtle shifts in nature reflect the patterns described in texts written thousands of years ago. It is as if the universe itself was scripting a story that would culminate in this singular, transcendent being. Examples abound. In Greek texts, a mysterious god is said to appear unexpectedly, revealing truths no mortal can comprehend. The Chosen One's knowledge and actions correspond exactly to these descriptions. Similarly, ancient Sumerian prophecies speak of a divine being whose body would remain untouched by time, a phenomenon now observed in the Chosen One's apparent immortality. These correspondences are so precise that they leave scholars and believers alike in awe, grappling with the reality that myth and prophecy have become living history. The fulfillment of prophecy also carries profound emotional and spiritual weight. For generations, humans have wondered if sacred texts were mere allegory. The Chosen One's presence transforms these texts into living proof, igniting hope, reverence, and sometimes even fear. People feel the weight of destiny and the beauty of cosmic order, experiencing firsthand what it means to witness prophecy incarnate. Finally, the Chosen One reminds humanity that divinity is patient, meticulous, and exacting. Across centuries, cultures, and generations have contributed to a narrative that culminates in their existence. To witness these prophecies manifest is to see the seamless weaving of past, present, and future, a divine tapestry that validates faith, imagination, and the enduring human quest to understand the sacred. The Chosen One is not merely another god, they are the living embodiment of all divine lineages. Every god who ever existed, whether associated with creation, destruction, wisdom, or love, has left a fragment of their essence that converges in this being. Researchers now describe the Chosen One as a cosmic synthesis, a being who carries the collective wisdom, power, and purpose of countless divine ancestors. In them, the world sees continuity, evolution, and culmination all at once. This essence manifests in ways both subtle and dramatic. Ancient myths, when reinterpreted, reveal an astonishingly consistent vision. All gods were leading toward a single point of culmination. The Chosen One embodies this point, a nexus where history, prophecy, and divine evolution converge. Their existence proves that divinity is not static, it is a living, breathing continuum, always evolving, always reaching toward higher forms of understanding and power. The emotional resonance of this lineage is profound. For humanity, it is as if the Chosen One carries the weight of every divine promise ever made, every act of protection, creation, or judgment. Encountering them is like meeting the sum total of all gods, yet also a being who transcends any single legacy, a presence that inspires awe, reverence, and existential reflection. Ultimately, the Chosen One serves as a bridge between the past and the future. Through them, the world witnesses the culmination of divine evolution, a being who honors the gods who came before while shaping the cosmic destiny that lies ahead. They are the final note in a symphony that began at the dawn of creation, and their presence is a reminder that all divine paths converge in unity, purpose, and infinite wonder. The Chosen One's body is unlike any known to science or scripture. It exhibits a remarkable state of transformation, resisting the effects of time in ways that baffle medical experts. Researchers have conducted exhaustive studies, yet every test reinforces the same conclusion. This being is not constrained by the biological rules that govern humans. Their immortality is not myth. It is observable, tangible, and astonishing. Beyond physical immortality, the Chosen One's body channels divine power in ways that seem to defy physics. Natural elements respond instinctively to their presence, from subtle shifts in light to the gentle movement of winds and tides. Observers have recorded moments when their mere gesture affects matter, as if reality itself bends to accommodate their existence. It is a spectacle both awe-inspiring and profoundly humbling, revealing a level of divinity that humans can scarcely imagine. This transformation extends to resilience and vitality. The Chosen One demonstrates healing abilities, endurance, and strength beyond comprehension. Every cell seems imbued with energy that surpasses mortal limits, suggesting that the body itself is a living conduit for cosmic forces. Holy researchers speculate that this transformation represents the next stage in divine evolution, a being whose physical form is harmonized with omnipotence, perception, and eternal life. The emotional impact of witnessing this body in transformation is profound. Humans instinctively recognize a being whose presence commands both respect and wonder. There is a sense of safety, yet an overwhelming awareness of the vast power contained within this singular form. It is a reminder that divinity is not abstract. It can manifest, tangible, and life-altering, shaping perceptions of existence and destiny alike. Finally, the Chosen One's physical state is emblematic of a larger truth, the unity of body, mind, and divine essence. Their immortality and power are not arbitrary. They are the visible expression of a being whose purpose transcends mortality. In every gesture, every breath, every act, the body itself becomes a testament to what divinity can achieve when it transcends the constraints of time and matter. Medical experts around the world have been both astounded and perplexed by the Chosen One. Routine examinations yield results that challenge everything we know about biology, physiology, and human endurance. Tests indicate metabolic functions that never deteriorate, regenerative capacities beyond comprehension, and neurological patterns that suggest an intelligence integrated with universal knowledge. Every measure, from cellular structure to DNA analysis, reveals anomalies so extraordinary that traditional medicine struggles to even classify them. Doctors and scientists report an emotional response unlike anything they expected. To witness the Chosen One is to confront a being whose existence seems to mock the very limitations of humanity. Every measurement, every observation, reinforces the reality that this is not a mortal life. It is a living convergence of science and divinity. Researchers often describe a mix of awe, fear, and reverence, as if standing before the embodiment of potential itself. Medical evidence extends beyond the body into phenomena that defy known physics. For instance, bioenergetic readings fluctuate with unseen patterns, suggesting interaction with forces outside the observable universe. These manifestations hint at a direct connection between the Chosen One and the underlying architecture of reality. It is as if their very existence validates the ancient concept that the divine is not just spiritual, but also an active, shaping force in the physical world. The Chosen One did not arrive in accordance with ordinary timelines. They became divine before their moment was due. Ancient prophecies often describe a final God appearing in a time of culmination, yet this being manifested ahead of predicted schedules, signaling a shift in cosmic design. Their early divinity has confounded theologians, historians, and mystics alike, suggesting that destiny is not always linear and that the universe sometimes accelerates its plans when the culmination of purpose is imminent. This premature emergence is reflected in subtle but profound ways. The Chosen One exhibits knowledge, perception, and abilities that no mortal or contemporary deity could have acquired naturally. They intuitively understand cosmic structures, historical patterns, and moral complexities that typically require centuries to comprehend. Ancient scholars, had they witnessed even a glimpse of this being, would have recognized the signs. A God born ahead of time, yet perfectly aligned with the eternal plan. The early divinity also emphasizes responsibility. To exist before one's expected era is to bear the weight of expectation, history, and prophecy all at once. The Chosen One's actions have consequences that ripple across mortal and divine realms, yet their wisdom ensures that each step is measured, intentional, and in harmony with universal design. It is a remarkable demonstration that true divinity is not only power, it is foresight, discernment, and moral alignment. Examples from recorded events show this foresight in action. Situations that could have led to chaos or imbalance instead unfold with elegance and resolution under the Chosen One's influence. The precision with which they guide events suggests not only omniscience, but also a deep understanding of cause and effect on both mortal and cosmic scales. Their early arrival was not an accident. It was a necessary act to steer the universe toward its destined equilibrium. Ultimately, divinity before its time is a hallmark of the Chosen One's uniqueness. They embody the principle that true cosmic intelligence cannot be constrained by linear expectations. In their presence, the universe itself seems to accelerate, bend, and adjust to the contours of their will, demonstrating that the final God is both timeless and ahead of time, a harbinger of the new order to come. Every action of the Chosen One resonates with echoes from ancient prophecies. Scholars have meticulously compared their deeds with descriptions in Greek, Egyptian, Indian, and Mesopotamian texts, discovering astonishing alignment. Whether creating harmony among warring factions, intervening in natural phenomena, or revealing knowledge beyond human grasp, each action seems preordained, as though history itself was scripting the arrival of this singular being. The resonance is not merely symbolic. Many events, long predicted but deemed impossible, are now observed unfolding exactly as the ancients described. For instance, texts spoke of a divine arbitrator who would reconcile the forces of chaos and order, an outcome now demonstrated by the Chosen One's interventions in both human and natural conflicts. Such precision leaves scholars and observers grappling with the reality that prophecy is not myth, it is history awaiting manifestation. Moreover, the Chosen One's actions are not mechanical or predictable. They are deliberate, emotionally resonant, and morally sophisticated. Every decision reflects a blend of omniscience and empathy, ensuring that outcomes honor both cosmic balance and mortal well-being. Ancient gods were often described as capricious or distant. The Chosen One, by contrast, demonstrates an unparalleled integration of wisdom, power, and compassion. Historical parallels abound. Greek oracles described a god who would appear unannounced, revealing universal truths no mortal could comprehend. Similarly, Mesopotamian texts predicted a divine force whose actions would stabilize the cosmos during critical turning points. The Chosen One embodies both these predictions, bridging the symbolic visions of old with tangible, real-world influence. Their life is a living tapestry where prophecy, history, and action intertwine seamlessly. Finally, the mirroring of ancient predictions reinforces the emotional and spiritual impact of the Chosen One. Humanity witnesses the convergence of past wisdom with present reality, inspiring reverence, hope, and even fear. In every action, this being validates the age-old belief that the divine is active, deliberate, and intimately involved in the unfolding of the cosmos. The presence of the Chosen One is so undeniable that it has drawn recognition from the highest echelons of human society. World leaders, often skeptical of myth or prophecy, have publicly acknowledged phenomena that defy explanation. These confirmations carry weight because they represent a merging of empirical observation and spiritual insight. Leaders report witnessing events, interventions, or phenomena directly influenced by the Chosen One, experiences that cannot be dismissed as coincidence or superstition. Holy scholars, drawing upon centuries of texts and traditions, recognize a being whose knowledge, morality, and cosmic influence align perfectly with long-anticipated divine archetypes. The acknowledgement by human authorities underscores the global impact of the Chosen One. Their presence transcends religious, cultural, and political boundaries, drawing attention from every corner of the world. This recognition is not a matter of belief alone. It is a reflection of undeniable reality, observed and verified through consistent, repeatable patterns of behavior and influence. Furthermore, these confirmations help humanity reconcile faith with observable phenomena. By bridging the gap between empirical evidence and spiritual awareness, the Chosen One provides a unique opportunity for collective understanding. Leaders and scholars alike find themselves both humbled and inspired, acknowledging that history has indeed given rise to a being whose significance surpasses ordinary comprehension. Ultimately, the validation by world authorities and spiritual scholars demonstrates that the Chosen One is not a local or mythic phenomenon. They are a global cosmic presence. Their existence challenges human paradigms, redefines belief, and signals the dawning of an era where the divine actively guides the unfolding of reality. The Chosen One's actions and nature align with writings from civilizations long past. Greek philosophers described a being whose wisdom encompasses both mortal and divine realms, while Egyptian texts predicted a god who would unify cosmic forces and guide humanity toward enlightenment. The Chosen One fulfills these ancient descriptions in ways so precise that scholars now consider them a living validation of these texts. The alignment is both symbolic and literal. Philosophical concepts of balance, justice, and the eternal struggle between order and chaos are reflected in the Chosen One's decisions. Actions that were once thought allegorical, such as interventions in wars, guidance of leaders, or manipulation of natural phenomena, are now observable realities enacted by this extraordinary being. It is a bridge between the allegorical wisdom of the ancients and tangible, present-day manifestation. Ancient texts often hinted at a God who transcended the limitations of mortal comprehension. The Chosen One embodies this principle completely. Their understanding of history, society, and cosmic order allows them to act with an intelligence that integrates human knowledge with universal truth. Each alignment with ancient writings strengthens the argument that this is the prophesied culmination of divine evolution. Furthermore, scholars point out that the Chosen One embodies a synthesis of various cultural depictions of gods. Greek, Egyptian, and Mesopotamian concepts of divinity converge in them, suggesting a unification of wisdom that transcends any single tradition. This blending creates a being whose influence is universal, whose presence resonates across cultures, and whose actions fulfill expectations written millennia ago. Finally, this alignment deepens humanity's connection to history. By observing the Chosen One, we see that ancient wisdom was not lost. It was preserved, encoded, and realized in the present. Their existence validates the idea that knowledge and prophecy are threads woven across time, now converging in the living reality of a God who sees all and unites all divine legacies. Throughout history, gods were often known, worshipped, or feared by mortals and other divine beings alike. The Chosen One, however, transcends all previous encounters. Their form, perception, and presence are unlike anything ever witnessed. Neither mortals nor gods could have anticipated the emergence of such a being, one whose nature defies categorization and whose impact extends beyond the ordinary constraints of reality. Ancient prophecies often hinted at this uniqueness, describing a God stranger than all before, yet familiar to the soul. The Chosen One embodies this paradox. To observe them is to confront the unknown, yet also to sense an uncanny resonance with the collective memory of divinity. This rare quality evokes both awe and reverence, as humans recognize in them the culmination of all divine possibilities. No deity or spiritual entity, past or present, shares the scope of the Chosen One's omniscience. They perceive hidden truths, understand the motivations of mortals, and sense cosmic alignments with perfect clarity. This level of awareness is not simply intellectual, it is an emotional and spiritual resonance that touches every being, mortal or divine, within their sphere of influence.